Hello and welcome to the news on the hour. On the news, Ajayi Crowther University Radio gets permission from National Broadcasting Commission. Celebrating Eid prayers at home, President Buhari wishes Muslims safe and happy celebrations, commends Nigeria for their patience and understanding over the inconveniences caused by COVID-19. Roma signs 28-year-old Nigerian defender Osinachi Ohale from Real Madrid. The Vice-Chancellor of Ajayi Crowther has announced with delight that the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC) has granted the Ajayi Crowther University Radio a full operating license effective from Saturday, the 1st August 2020. This heartwarming message was conveyed to the Vice-Chancellor, the Right Reverend Professor Dagbo Asaju, via the Commission's letter and signed on behalf of the Director General of the Commission by the Secretary. The Vice-Chancellor, Right Reverend Professor Dagbo Asaju, while sharing the joy of the good news with members of the university community, urged that the radio be put to maximum use for the benefit of the university or your town and its environs. President of the Christian Association of Nigeria, ACNN, Samson Ayokunle, says individuals desperate for high offices are more interested in the benefits. He spoke at the Thanksgiving service in honor of Yakubu Pam, new Executive Secretary, Nigerian Christian Pilgrim Commission, where he stated that wise people do not rush to take up leadership positions because of the burden. The ACNN leader noted that the most times many focus on the paraphernalia of office, accept appointment and fail. Ayokunle advised Pam to put God first, be courageous to take the right steps and be a humble servant leader. Pam promised to be accountable to every deed and misdeeds of the agency. He disclosed plans to embark on a reorientation of the mindset of ministers of God and other pilgrims. Pam assured that he will work towards a better relationship between Muslims and Christians across Nigeria to ensure mutual respect and unity. His 5-year appointment by President Muhammadu Buhari took effect from 26 June 2020. He was Chairman Plateau State Christian Pilgrims Board, ex-Chairman State Inter-Religious Council, ex-Chairman State Internally Displaced Persons Committee. The cleric, born on 20th February 1960 in Gil Jos South Local Government Area, was CAN Chairman North from 2016 to date, Vice President Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria from 2013 to date, among other positions. There is a disturbing uptick in violence against Christians in India as 5 more believers have been killed for their faith. A young woman in the Houthi district of Jharkhand had become the 5th victim in a string of Christians killed in India because of their faith. The woman, 25-year-old Suman Munda, was found dead on July 19th in a deserted place near her home. According to Vatican News, just 1 month earlier on June 24th, another Christian, 27-year-old Ramji Munda, was killed outside a village in the Houthi district. Speaking out about Munda's mother, Bishop Bine Kandula said it is a matter of serious concern because the state witnessed a Christian man killed only last month in the same district. In 2019, Persecution Relief, a group dedicated to helping persecuted Christians in India, recorded 527 cases of persecution against Christians compared to 447 cases in 2018. And in its 2020 World Watch List, Open Doors ranked India number 10 in the world in terms of religious persecution against Christians. President Muhammadu Buhari has commended Nigerians for their patience and understanding over the inconveniences created by precautionary measures put in place to curb the spread of the COVID-19. In a statement, the president announced that he observed the Eid al-Kabir prayers at home with his family, in keeping with the advisories from the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 and the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, while also reiterating his call on citizens to continue to exercise patience and understanding over the inconveniences, especially the regulation on places of worship. The president said the outbreak of the coronavirus had made it difficult for people to gather in places of worship as they are used to, urging worshippers to abide by the guidelines for safety of their lives and loved ones. And still to come, Trump loses out on U.S. immigration implementation. These and other stories after the break. Please stay tuned.
Beaming from the nation's capital, we bring to you the good news through various programming, news updates, worship and teachings.
The paralysis of sin makes us to be separated from God.
Contact us for your live streaming solutions and event coverage such as synods, conferences, seminars, revivals and lots more. Engage us in showcasing your brands and services to the world through adverts and sponsorship. We also offer latest broadcast equipment for rent at affordable prices. For inquiries, please call 070-3265-6544 or mail us via inquiries at ACNNTV.com. ACNN, reaching the world with the undiluted Word of God.
Thank you for staying tuned. For more on our top stories, please visit our website at ACNNTV.com or our social media platforms on Facebook.com or YouTube.com/ACNNTV. To be up to date with our news and other programs, download the VM Africa app from Android and iOS stores. And you can also advertise your goods on TV. The Northern Governors Forum have condemned the attack on the convoy of Governor Babagana Zulum of Borno State. It described the attack as callous and reprehensible. The chairman of the forum and Governor of Plateau, Simon Lalong, made the condemnation in a statement by his Director of Press and Public Affairs, Dr. Makut Macham. He said the attack on the governor's convoy on his way to Baga in Kawa local government area of the state was an act to frustrate his efforts in ensuring the well-being of the vulnerable in the state. The governor expressed concern that Zulum was attacked while on the way to distribute palliatives to internally displaced persons for the Salah celebration. Lalong said the incident was a desperate attempt by criminal elements to sabotage Zulum's efforts towards reducing the suffering of IDPs who had been traumatized by terrorists. According to Lalong, the attack shows the desperation by enemies of peace and humanity at large to jeopardize all efforts towards making life easier for victims of violence in the state over the years, stressing that the Northern Governors Forum strongly condemns the attack and stands with Governor Zulum, who has demonstrated courage in personally reaching out to people in need despite the danger. The forum also urged the attacked governor not to be deterred, as he keeps working with security agencies to protect the lives and properties of the people. Reacting to the attack, Governor Zulum frowned at the incident.
And then coming down to Baga, we heard what has happened in Baga. And I think that's a very serious, it's a complete sabotage. The issue is not about the president. He has done well. The soldiers are on ground. The equipment are on ground. We have a total number of about 1,181 soldiers in Baga, with 75 officers for attack himself. So I think the problem is in the command and control structures that has to be looked into. And then I cannot end of my interview without clearly stating what has happened yesterday. As far as I'm concerned, there's no Boko Haram inside the town yesterday. That was a very serious by the Nigerian armed forces who are residing in Baga. They have also confessed. And the situation is very embarrassing. So I think we shall give them some sufficient time, because Baga is very important. The shores of the Lake Chad provides employment opportunities to not fewer than 10 million people who are residing in the northeast, while some are even coming from the far northwest. So I see no reason why they should be left there if they cannot occupy Baga town, which is very important. We shall give them some sufficient time. If it is not possible, I think we shall organize the population, the community.
Meanwhile, widows and other victims of the Boko Haram insurgency in Borno State have berated the federal government for taking care of the insurgents at the expense of the internally displaced persons. They lamented that government, which is spending huge resources on the insurgents, had not paid adequate attention to widows, orphans and other victims of Boko Haram's attack. Some of the victims, who also spoke to newsmen at an IDP camp in Maiduguri, faulted the amnesty granted the insurgency and insisted that they should be prosecuted. A few weeks ago, the federal government said 603 repentant Boko Haram insurgents who had completed the de-radicalization program would be reintegrated into communities, but the victims opposed the government's plan. The BBC reported that a widowed mother of 4 said her husband was killed in her presence by Boko Haram members, some of whom she said were being taken care of by the government. A former chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association MBA section on business law, Olumide Akpata, has been declared the president-elect of the association. The chairman of the electoral committee of the MBA, Tao, who made the declaration, says Akpata scored the highest number of votes cast and satisfied the provisions of the MBA constitution. Akpata scored 9,891 votes out of a total of 18,256 voters who participated in the elections, representing 54.3% of the votes. In a swift reaction to his victory at the polls, Mr. Olumide Akpata thanked his supporters and assured them that by the grace of God, transformational leadership will be witnessed in his administration. A United States federal court has suspended President Donald Trump's policy that affects poor immigrants in America who cannot get green cards or visas if immigration officials establishes it, and they will depend on public benefits like food stamps as the permanent residency aspect is being implemented by Department of Homeland Security, while the Department of State handles visa application. Based on these efforts, Justice Judge Daniels of the District Court in New York ordered authorities to stop the implementation, ordering the rule to put on hold for immigrants residing legally in America until the COVID-19 crisis is over, saying the U.S. Citizen and Immigration Services in March explained that immigrants seeking treatment for coronavirus will not be affected. And now to sports stories. AS Roma signed Nigerian defender Osinachi Ohale from Real Madrid. Ohale, who is 28 years old, has featured for the Super Falcons at 3 FIFA World Cups. She is now the 3rd signing for Roma as they prepare for the 2020-2021 season. Ohale told the club's official website that she chose Roma because of so many amazing things and personal interest about the club, about the city and the country. Roma had already signed Italian goalkeeper Raquel Baldid and Spanish forward Paloma Lazaro, as announced on their official Twitter accounts. Chelsea has reportedly tabled an offer for Barcelona goalkeeper Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Blues boss Frank Lampard is looking to address his goalkeeping issues this summer. Chelsea are believed to be ready to cut their losses with Kepa Arrizabalaga, despite making him the most expensive goalkeeper in football history in August 2028. The Stamford Bridge outfit paid £72 million to Athletic Bilbao for Kepa, eclipsing the £67 million Liverpool paid for Alisson Becker just a month prior. Kepa signed a mammoth 7-year deal, but now fears he has played his final game for the club. However, the Premier League side will face fierce competition from Bayern Munich, who are desperate to bring Ter Stegen back to his homeland as a long-time replacement for Manuel Neuer. And meanwhile, on the other end, Barcelona have made a formal contract offer for Chelsea winger Willian, according to Sky Sports. The La Liga giants are understood to have fulfilled Willian's request for a 3-year deal. Willian's contract with Chelsea is due to expire this summer. The 31-year-old has been holding out for a 3-year deal from Chelsea, but Frank Lampard's side is only willing to offer a contract for the next 2 years. But Barcelona have now pleased Willian's request. And now to some of the recap of the headlines. Ajayi Crowther University Radio gets permission from National Broadcasting Commission. Celebrating Eid prayers at home, President Buhari wishes Muslims safe and happy celebrations, commends Nigeria for their patience and understanding over the inconveniences caused by COVID-19. Roma signs 28-year-old Nigerian defender Osinachi Hale from Real Madrid. And that is it on the news on the hour. Thanks for watching. I am Rachel Ebunu.